Howdy and aloha. Welcome to Manata. The earth and you are ohana. We hope you stay and talk.
Howdy and aloha, everyone. It's James with Montauk. It's November 18th, 2024. 7:21 Central Standard Time. Yeah, this is happening. Check this. Okay, not that. Wait, hold on. This is just fucking craziness, man. You gotta watch this. So, these just mentally ill, deranged people, and this could be just somebody who works at Wesson Oil. It says right here, the left are now drinking bottles of seed oil in protest of RFK Jr. nomination for Secretary of Health, or HHS. Yeah, just keep drinking that poison, bro, and I'm sure you're fully boosted. Wow. That's nuts, man. I've never seen so many fucking lunatics in my life just come out of the woodwork, and I see it everywhere. I mean, not that much here. I'm in a red state of Missouri, but I went out there in California a couple weeks ago, and there's just, it's weird because I was in Santa Ana for a while, and Santa Ana is about 90% Hispanic, maybe 95% Hispanic. And I went out to a couple bars, had some fun with my friends, and they're Hispanics. I got a lot of really wonderful Hispanic friends, whatever. But the thing is I was talking to several of them, and they're going, no, we're not hiring anybody that's illegal. We're not going to do it. The Hispanic Mexican community out there is like, no, we want our jobs. We're not going to let these people take our jobs that are coming in from the border. Now maybe about 15 million. Could be close to 20 by the end of the year. And it's going to be crazy. It is going to be nuts. And people are saying, oh, Trump's going to use the military. What else is he going to use? He's going to give them an option to turn themselves in so he can send them wherever he needs. It's going to cost money because you guys fucking did all it. Because the Demoncrats brought all these people in here. Open the floodgates. I mean, just open the floodgates. As I've said, and you can look this up, the average amount of illegal immigrants that come in to the United States of America per year for the past few decades is about 500,000. In the past 3.5, almost 4 years now, it's about 4 million per year. That's craziness. Yeah, people they're just not going to do it, and they want to eat better, and they don't want it. They want tallow. I'm going to tell you right now, there's a lot of Hispanic restaurants that will use tallow and lard, and to cook a lot of the food that they make for themselves, because they know, and I know, and we all know. You should know. You should know more about it. Is that we've been digesting tallow, lard, animal fat to fry and cook, and etc. in our food with tortillas and potato chips and French fries and lots of goods for decades, and then also way back thousands and thousands of years. Our body just completely no problem with this stuff. And then it came around, and that's when obesity came. That's when type 2 diabetes came. That's when all this stuff started happening, along with some, and then the mental illnesses and autism started coming around from the things that people were poking into their kids. Right? You know what I'm talking about? It was ridiculous. And now they're it's like it's amazing to see these people. They're so it's not even brainwashed. It's beyond brainwashed. They're so used to the Stockholm syndrome of being oppressed and being destroyed and abused and imprisoned, in a sense, in this mindset of, no, we're supposed to be fat. Fat is good. This is what their thing was. You know, fat people are wonderful and all this other stuff. Look, I'm chubby. I get it. Right? But there are people that are like, there's like 5'6" women that are over 300 pounds. Man, I mean, that's just terrible. That's fucking crazy. And they want it. It's you know, just this kid that's doing this, or whatever this ding dong is doing, he's probably had all his boosters. You know, go do a frickin' sperm count test and see how that's working out for you. Right? I wonder how his health has been after his third, fourth, fifth booster. I don't. It's amazing. Why would you want? I mean, go get some tallow. Get a nice pan, heat it up, let it get to where it can actually fry at the right temperature. You know, probably like at 180 degrees or something above that, 160 maybe. And go get a fresh potato that's real and chop it into pieces like French fries and throw it in there. And then take it out, put some granulated salt, or I put seasoning salt on stuff at Lowry's, and eat it. And you'll never go back. You'll never go back to seed oil. I've been using lard, I'm using olive oil, I'm using real olive oil. You gotta be careful. Some of the olive oil isn't really what they say it is. You know, and avocado oil, but the lard I'm going to start getting out more. I mean, a year ago, it was hard to find lard. It was hard to find tallow. Now go on Amazon now. Go on the internet. Just type in where to buy tallow, and it's everywhere. People are selling it everywhere. There's some people out there super smart. Once Robert F. Kennedy Jr. gets in, he's going to fucking pull that shit. And then as soon as he pulls seed oils and seed oils are gone, I'm going back to McDonald's, because I used to be able, when I was playing football when I was younger, is I could eat 5 Big Macs, because they actually used bread dough that didn't have 60,000 ingredients in it. They used tallow to fry their French fries in. I used to be able to eat 5 large French fries. I had 5 Big Macs, 4 large French fries, 2 fish fillets, sandwiches, and a chocolate shake. I could eat that, no problem, and nothing would happen to me. But the processed poison that they're putting in foods all over the country, it's like they want it. They want to keep out of shape. They want to keep fat. They want to keep this. They want to keep that. It's just really sad. You know, I'm not sure if this is just a stunt or whatever the case may be, but it's disgusting. You know, we've got to start thinking about the future. You know, are we going to be able to have the proper nutrients to bring children into the planet, children into the world that are strong and healthy and have good immune systems? Do we need to rely on 50 plus things, chemicals put inside of them? Like I said, when I was a kid, I got 6 to 8, I think, vaccines or something. Now the vaccine schedule for kids is crazy. I don't get why the Stockholm syndrome exists with these people. No, they want more inflation. They wanted more inflation. Right? The lady that says she's going to stop the price gouging could have done stop the price gouging 3.5 years prior. Right? Here's a good one here. We're going to go back. I'm going to show you this. This is kind of funny. I wonder if the reply came up in my profile. Let's find out. Here it is, right here. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if you can see it. I think you can see it. All right. I put right there. So Joe Biden just gave authorization right after he met Trump, like a couple of days before or whatever. Hey, man, good to see you. We're going to have a great, peaceful transfer of power. But before I go, I'm going to fuck this country up so goddamn bad that you're going to have the biggest fucking problem. And I'm going to start World War III for you. He's not making the decisions on this. He's not. George Soros, his son, and a bunch of other fucking global predator class shithead sociopathic crazies out there, these gazillionaires, who all have bunkers that are the size of like the Harrah's or Hilton hotels underneath the ground and all this other shit. And I can go over all that with you, but if you need the information, I'll send it to you. But what is it going to matter? Look at what he puts in here in this meme. He's walking through, I don't know, the rainforest or someplace. Wherever he's at is probably right outside of the airport. I guarantee it. I don't think he's deep in the fucking jungle. I can pretty much guarantee that. We don't have to choose between the environment and the economy. You can do both. And then I put in, won't matter after nuclear Armageddon, asshat. What the fuck? It's sad and corrupt that the fast food industries can't clean up their corrupt behavior. The pedo predator class wants. Yeah, they want that. They want us to. They've been methodically killing us for decades. When the Rockefellers brought in seed oils or Crisco and all this other crap, they weren't thinking about our health. They were thinking about big pharma, and the timing was perfect as they started, taking over natural medicines that are working well out there. From what I'm hearing from a lot of people that are using those books, I don't recommend that you immediately use whatever's in the nature's wellness books that are out there. I forgot the names of them. I think you should, consulting with your doctor is a good idea, but it depends on who your doctor is. If you've got a doctor that has done holistic and stuff like that, who've tried it as a part of it, then yeah, talk to those people. But there are some things out there that we've been using for hundreds of thousands or thousands and thousands of years that have been working pretty good. My ancestry, we had all kinds of things we were using that were passed down that we're no longer allowed to use. We were banned from it. I'm not going to get into all that. There's a bunch of shit that fucking happened to us. They not only took our islands, right? The Hawaiians, they fucking enslaved us. They stole us on whaling boats. Hey, we're going to go for a little cruise. Come on with us. They invite a bunch of guys and bring a few girls and come on, we're going to go for a sail. And they never come back. We're stolen. We weren't even auctioned. We just stolen. Right? I mean, I'm not laughing. I'm fucking kind of pissed. But yeah, it's pretty bad. And a lot of us don't have our land. There are people still waiting for Hawaiian homelands from 1979. There's really no more 50% Hawaiians, and that's the threshold. You have to be 50% Hawaiian to get land. It's weird. It's like, wait a second. You have tribal counties or cities in the mainland of the, out here in the mainland, away from the Pacific, or just off the coast of, California, New Mexico, Texas, wherever, all over the place. You have tribes everywhere, and they're able to build casinos, and they're able to get land. If you're maybe, I think it went down to like 4%. It went down to, I don't know, let's just say 10%. When I can't get land, I have to be 50%. And sadly, I'm 42%. I am 8% away from getting fucking land. This is crazy. This is crazy. I'm not waiting for it. I've had property. I've bought property before. I've owned 2 pieces of property. I've sold them both. While back. But, yeah, that'd be nice. But there's some people out there that are going to talk to Trump about this and try to fix this thing. And he's looked into a lot of matters in regards to the Hawaiian people. And I know that Tulsi Gabbard is right there in his ear. So the liaison for me is going to be Tulsi. And I know that she's responded to a few of my posts and her videos, and a couple of my tweets. Gave me the heart and a few other things, a few thumbs up. No conversation yet. But I think she can understand how important it is for us to be treated, a little bit differently. Yes, people were stolen and taken from the lands, but our land was taken. Not to compare apples to oranges or apples to apples or oranges to oranges, but Africa's still there. Hawaii's gone. It's under the rule and the power of another country. We never signed a treaty. We didn't do anything. They just fucking took it. And they enslaved us. Right? My ancestors. So fucked up. One of my we don't have it anymore, I don't think. I think we sold it a while back, but they used to have these lay shops when the planes, the turboprop planes would fly in. Not jets. At this time, it was mostly turboprops. Used to fly in like the early 40s or 50s and 60s. And they'd fly in from California, and they'd fly in from Washington and Oregon and wherever. And we used to have a lay stand. Our family had a lay stand where the flowers across your neck. And it was there for God, probably till the 80s, like 90s maybe, long time. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's still there. I'm not sure. And we used to greet. We used to sell our lays to people that would buy them so they can greet their friends and family and tourists that are coming in. And it was very lucrative because the plumeria tree, which is probably the best smelling flower on the planet, besides some other ones out there in Hawaii, there's some that are just wonderful smelling. I mean, you're just like, what? Am I in heaven? For fuck's sakes. Anyway, yeah, go to Hawaii. That is where heaven is, by the way. But it can be right there in front of your face. And as far as Joe Biden is concerned, he just doesn't know. He's just following the script. He's in the theater. It's all fucking theater with these Demoncrats and the Rhpiglicans. And they're still out there. You have to realize, people, they're still lurking in the shadows. The darkness. They're still deep in the darkness, and they're lurking in the shadows. I saw a meme earlier. Maybe I can find it. I'm not going to do that too much here. Profile. I think it was the one where... Nah, it was on YouTube. Anyway, they were saying... The people were saying... Do they want, Mitch McConnell to go? Do they want Lindsey Graham to go? Do they want all these, Rhpiglicans to get the fuck out of there? Yeah, that's the thing. They want to completely drain the swamp, and I think that's a good idea, right? Matt Gaetz, who they're really afraid of Matt Gaetz. There's a giant fucking militia coming after him via the media. They're just really trying to pull out anything they can out of their asses to accuse this guy of whatever they can so he won't make the nomination or get voted in. And then you have Trey Gowdy, who's a fucking dickwad, who's going against the grain. I mean, that guy, I used to think he was cool. It's weird because Republicans are like, just like Democrats in a sense, right? But the unification is not there. I mean, you want it though. You want some. You do want it. You do want some divisive. You want a divisive atmosphere in Congress. Absolutely, that's what it's for. But if you're with a particular party, you still want that divisive atmosphere. But you need to look at what the real big picture is, because the big fucking picture is Trey Gowdy, Mitch McConnell, Lindsey Graham, who the fuck else, Mitt Romney, and all these other fucking Rhpiglicans, Rhino Rhpiglicans, and Demoncrats. MAGA fucking curb stomped the Demoncrats on that Tuesday, on November 5th. And their voice was heard. They were huge. And then we're finding out there's so many counts of... now we're finding out just tons of people are getting in a lot of trouble for miscounting and rigging and lying and all this other stuff in regards to the ballots. And it's really getting pretty crazy. Who was it last? I think it was... I did repost that, I think. Let me see. I'm going to see if I'm pretty sure I reposted that. Biden just missiles, yeah. Biden just fucking left. There's Josh Hawley. He got elected back. That's good. Pass Patel, man. For fuck's sakes, Trump, you better cash. That guy's been. Cash Patel is a fucking beast. This guy is amazing. He's going to do a great job. We got to hear this. Okay, we'll say that in a second. Let me get to my point. This is now I called it. Yeah.
My son, born in 1991, has a slight form of autism called Asperger's. But it seems, and again, when I was practicing law, and also when I was in Congress, parents would constantly come to me, and they'd bring me videotapes of their children, and they were all around the age of my son or younger.
The generation...
So something happened in 1989.
Exactly. The generation... What happened was the vaccine schedule was increased. We went up from receiving about 10 vaccines in our generation to these kids received 24 vaccines. And they all had this thimerosal in them, this mercury, and nobody bothered to do an analysis of what the cumulative impact of all that mercury was doing to kids.
Isn't that crazy? They could get this channel pulled right there. Fuck. But anyway. But that was on, that's everywhere. You guys have no idea what that... I'm not going to play that again. I'm going to tell you right now. And these people here are okay with it. It just doesn't make any sense to me. This is fucking ludicrous. This is nuts. The left are now drinking bottles of seed oil in protest of RFK Jr. nomination for Secretary of Health and Human Services. It's crazy. I don't get it. I don't get it. Look, I want people to be healthy, but I want to let you know that there was a report done, and for some reason it's lost my mind, but it is called the Deagle. I keep thinking of Deagle report. That's really serious. It's when the 1912 Rockefeller. Let me see if I can look it up with some tag words here. Hey, Big Pharma's been around for a while. How Big Pharma grew addicted to big profits. Oh, that's surprising. Oh, that's even on New York Times. When was that then? That was in 2020. Interesting. March 12th of 2020. Interesting. Pharmaceutical industry definition. How did Big Pharma get big? I think it was Big Pharma. Rockefeller. I spelled that wrong, but whatever. I think I'll find it here. Nope, not there. It's searching. It was with Rockefeller Trillions. Yeah, here it is.
Before I got this video right here, this little small section real
we
quickly.
gotta say mafia instead of
I say cartel.
Yeah, that's good.
I like cartel because it is a cartel and they run
you're very
shit.
cosmopolitan.
Now, yeah, this is back in the days. Any mention of the healing powers of herbs, plants, and diet was erased from most medical textbooks. Doctors and professors who objected to the Rockefeller's plan were crucified by the media. This sounds kind of familiar, right? Like they work in conjunction with the media. They control the media, so they control the narrative, so they control you. They removed from the American Medical Association and stripped of their licenses to teach and practice medicine. So if you were a doctor who said, wait a second, I want to talk about some herbal remedies here, I want to talk about the way a person's diet works, can help them out, they're like, no, get out of here. If it's not one thing where you take a pill from us.
I'm sure what they did was
shut up, Kurt,
like,
for God's sakes.
Because you got
hijacked U.S. medicine.
Years and years ago, and they're still
care. Like, go get them.
And they're still controlling shit to this day.
Around the same time that John D. Rockefeller seized U.S. media, he also hijacked U.S. medicine. When it was discovered that drugs could be produced from petroleum, America's top oil mogul ordered his army of propagandists to invert reality accordingly. Medicines used for thousands of years were suddenly classified as alternative, while the new, petroleum-based, highly addictive, and patentable drugs were declared the gold standard. After buying a German pharmaceutical company that manufactured chemicals of war for Adolf Hitler, Rockefeller leveraged his political influence by pressing Congress to declare natural healing modalities unscientific quackery. Rockefeller then took control of the
Flexner report. That's what I'm saying here. Where is that? I just saw it.
was to declare natural healing modalities unscientific quackery.
They created the Flexner report. And the Flexner report took a dump on natural remedies, holistic, herbal, all that. Changed everything. But you still want this, right? These people still want this. Fucking crazy. I mean, it's all there. It's all on my website. Just go to DIYliberty.org or DIYAmericans.com. I'm gonna stick with DIYAmericans.com because I'm gonna start selling things on my account, and hopefully people will buy them, and that money will go to me, and then I will be able to do more shows and get some more people, get some editing. And, I don't know. I know if I had a just one person to do the crew, somebody to do the technology side of it, I can fucking do the rest. Get a little teleprompter, like David. Anyway, I forgot his name. But yeah, this is it. It's the fucking Flexner Report, people. That's what it is. Look it up. This is what got rid of holistic medicine, natural herbs, etc. Medical education in the United States and Canada. A report the Carnegie Foundation for the advertisement of the teaching by Abram Flexner, written in by Henry L. for something. It's the Flexner Report. That's what. Let me look that up real quick. I want to make sure you guys get this. I have family right now taking blood pressure medicine and all this other shit. It's not. Yeah. Oh, there's a better picture of it for sure. Right there. Yep. That's what they did. They're using petroleum-based products to put in your body. And this kid right here is drinking petroleum. Or seed oil, which is basically used for machinists. The oil was used so that the metal, when it was metal and metal, there was a little bit of tolerance so that it would not burn. It's just a lubricant. And he's drinking the lubricant. When you get tallow on your hands, you can wash it off with hot water or warm water. When you get this crap on your hands, you've got to use some kind of industrial strength soap. Try it. This is why it doesn't get out of your body. I mean, it's so obvious. It's just so fucking obvious what's good, what's bad. I mean, it's all out there now. What's great about COVID-19 in 2020 is it got people thinking, what the fuck is going on? What's going on with their health? Why are we taking all this stuff? Da-da-da-da-da-da. American frontline doctors, all these other fuckers, anomalies out there. Derek Bros is charging people for going to his seminars, whatever. Fuck. Right? Like hundreds of dollars. I'm like, why would I want to fucking pay for that, dude? I already know what the fuck's going on. They're methodically trying to kill us, and I found out they've been trying to do it for decades. And they don't give a shit. The processed poison foods, all this stuff. And everybody in the left is mad because they don't want to leave the planet? Because is it because they want to leave the planet sooner? Because they want to be fat? Because they want to be slow? Because they want to be mentally ill? Because that's what that shit does to you. It just destroys your everything. Without a good working this doesn't work that great. If this ain't working that good, this don't work that good. And vice versa. It's all fucking a machine, right? We're the best fucking built machine on the planet so far. Who knows what Elon's gonna do? But people are already creating shit, what's it, not Voltron, but Electron or the Avengers movie. It'll come in. Yeah, this is fucking nuts. That's it. Go look that up. That's what fucked everything. And then after that, or around that time, that's when fucking they started bringing seed oils in and all this other stuff. It just opened the floodgates to poisoning us. It just opened the floodgates, and it just kept getting larger and larger and larger and bigger and bigger and bigger. It just got worse and worse and worse. If you need more information on this, let me know. If you're not completely, I haven't seen Pasta in a while. Maybe I need. Where are his shows and what are they doing? Anyway, if you're not convinced, I'm not trying to convince you. I'm not trying to say, oh, this is it, that's it. Well, I'm saying, do your own research. Chiggity, chiggity, check yourself before you wreck yourself, right? Make sure that you know, anything, you know, take my words kind of at a grain of salt, but do your own research and check it out. Find out what's really going on, you know, and depending on what your sources are, you know, I always question authority and its sources at every turn, right? Because you have to realize that, by the way, during this time, this is actually proven to be absolutely correct here, right? This right here, this happened. It's still happening. The list of employers not requiring their employees to get the White House, the CDC, the FDA, the WHO, Moderna, Health and Human Services. I mean, just what does that say? And I put in that meme right here. Right here. Don't move until you see it. Don't move until you see it. Have you seen that movie? Searching for Bobby Fischer or something like that. That was a wonderful little movie. I recommend all parents that want to put their kids in sports or competitions and stuff like that. I recommend that's important to do. You gotta let them be kids, you know, for sure. First thing, you know, let them play, let them have fun, you know. And if they want to do it, and they say they want to be the best, not just to make you happy, but they really want to, then say, hey man, it's gonna take some work. And they're going to go, okay, well, I mean, let's do it then. And then, you know, maybe they'll get to that level or whatever the case may be. But here's what's happening. Does that seem fair? Right? And everybody still think, there are people still out there that still think that this guy is a hero. This guy right here. He's a fucking... You know what he is. He's the greatest pharmaceutical salesperson in the world. He fooled everybody and he fooled Trump. He did. That's why RFK is in there. Trump felt bad. I explained that. He had an interview with Megyn Kelly about a year ago. And she said, I am boot injured. And he just kind of just lost it right there. He was sad to hear that. Out of guilt, I believe Trump brought him in, right? Because he's going to fix it. He wants people to be healthy. He wants people to be strong. He wants his country to be strong, right? Bottom line. I mean, I've got so much information, not just these pictures and memes and all this other shit. I've got so much fucking information. I mean, let me see. If I just go, let me go here. I'm going to go check. If I go to my slides, I've got so much information in regards to the flu and all that stuff. Got it. Okay, good. Right? The amount of money that was being sent in, right? The amount of money that was being sent in. There's money flying in from all over the place, thanks to Citizens United, McCutcheon versus FEC, and how lobbyists, special interest, and the predator class, corporate elite, 1% find ways to grease our supposed public servants, and especially themselves. This is top contributors of 2019-2020. Look at the red is the Republicans. Let me get a little closer here, see if you can see this. Let me make this bigger. If I make this bigger, this should be better. We're just getting here. I'm just kind of make this bigger just so you can see it. Okay, I can't make that any bigger. What the flip? Oh. I gotta do it small like. Right? What did I say? Big hospital. Right? Yes, this was out in plain sight for everybody to see. These numbers and all this information. Right? Top contributors 2019-2020. Pharmaceutical, Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson, Mastercorp, all these manufacturers of pharmaceutical drugs and equipment, right? That's a big push. There was a giant push. There was more money sent, and this is what I researched in 2020, is there was more money coming from big pharma and big hospital, big elderly care, big psychology, et cetera, in 2019 than had ever happened in the past. Like threefold. 3 times more what usually they get. Which, they always get money, but they stocked up. And then a bunch of CEOs left out of a lot of companies out there. It was like a mass exodus. Look to Really Graceful. She's got a YouTube channel. She explained the whole thing. She brought that to my attention. Top contributors, should we go again? Medical supplies, pharmaceutical health products. Look at that. Oh, it's just Pfizer right there, Johnson & Johnson. Merck is always there. Wow. Look at that. I'm fucking telling you, man. Right? There's... Right? And this is the way it works. This is the way it works. This is why RFK is here. Right? RFK, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., is going to help make you healthier. Is that bad? He's going to make it so you can eat fucking 4 French fries if you want to. And maybe go gain a few calories, but you can burn it off better. That's the goal. Right? This stuff, the seed oil crap and this processed stuff just clings in and destroys. I mean, I probably got it all over my belt. That's probably what my fat is, just probably seed oil shit for a long time. So 300 billion. Here, look. Let's look at this graph. This was done in 2016, I think, when I got this. 2016, 2017. Number of free samples provided. Right? They give a lot of free samples of the drugs out there. Likelihood of doctors to prescribe drugs. Right? So, what they did, 300 billion prescription drug sales. This is what they get. But they only invest marketing to the physicians and marketing to... I worked at a restaurant when I used to do delivery, then eventually I became the general manager. It was pretty weird. But I did it for about a year or so. But I worked there off and on and part-time, and I was delivering for a while there. I'd been with this pizza place for really nice pizza place, right next to Fuddruckers, right next to Outback Steakhouse, right next to Joe's Crab Shack. I mean, it was a kind of a high epsilon type Italian pizza place, right? It was a brewery, OG's Pizza. But anyway, I used to deliver to down the street in Garden Grove, Anaheim, that area, this major medical area, and I used to take food that was paid for by pharmaceutical reps that would call in and say, we want to send 4 of your best pizzas and your best pastas and your best wings and your best this and all this stuff, and take it over to what you call it, because what these pharmaceutical reps are going to do is they're going to go in and schmooze and sell products, sell drugs, sell pharmaceutical equipment to the doctors. And they were given a certain allowance, because I had a friend that was a pharmaceutical rep. He goes, Jim, you got to be a pharmaceutical rep. I'm fucking making like $150,000 a year. This is back in like 2013, 14, 15. right? And before that, I think it was a little sooner when I knew that he was doing that. I kind of put the pieces together. This guy's making tons of fucking money. They're making so much. The guy was making fucking bank. He used to bartend with my ex-wife, right, at this really cool bar where I met her at. And the thing was, is he went out, he said, fuck bartending, I'm making bank. And he's gone. He was making so much money at Nice Big Car. We saw him a few times. You know, I forgot his name. Russell, I think it was. Anyway. But this is how they do it. They smooze, go in, serve them all this stuff, and they get them to buy their products. Okay? You remember the movie with Will Smith? Well, he was selling that pharmaceutical, it's called Happiness or something like that, where his son, they locked themselves in the bathroom so they could sleep. He was so fucking poor. But that was a while back when he was just trying to push products. Now it's different. It's different. There's so much money backing these people. Right? And all these people now are taking all this shit, all this crap. They just make it up. And the FDA, and they're all paid off. Everybody's paid off. CDC's paid off. NIH, everybody's getting money, under the table, a little elbow grease. It's just fucking crazy. Right? It's just fucking, it's criminal. And this guy right here wants to drink seed oil. It just doesn't get it. If he watched this right now, he would probably have a fucking tiffy. Oh, man, you fucking Trump or something. Look, I'm an independent. I voted for Trump because he's not what people say he is. He's a good man. He's that motherfucker, I'm telling you. He's worked harder than anybody I've ever seen. In regard, he's done over 900 rallies, campaign events, interviews. Nobody is even close to that. I think the most somebody's done is like 200 and something. The man's a goat and a half. He's a fucking mule. He's a fucking T9er. Heavy equipment plow. Excavator. The guy's he's strong. And he's really good at golf at his age. It's fucking cool. But right here, let's watch this. This is good. Where the fuck did I do that one? Oh, here it is. You got to watch this. I'm going to end with that, but I'm going to show you this real quick. So, like I said, they're trying to get rid of Matt Gaetz, right? But here's what they might do. If the U.S. Senate prevents Matt Gaetz from being Attorney General, then we bring Gaetz into the Department of Government Efficiency. We will give him the task of auditing the FEC reports of the U.S. senators who opposed him. Checkmate, motherfucker. That's what Elon Musk is going to do. They're going to do it. Gaetz is fucking a phenomenal senator. All the shit that they're bringing up, it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. I'm just telling you. It's all bullshit. But here's, there's how many allegations could you have against you? I mean, anybody right now could say, well, I allegate that Jim did that. Or Jim did that to me. It's crazy. And the thing is women will do it. Even men will do it against other men or other women, whatever the case may be. But when it comes to one person's word against another person's word, that's when the juror comes out and has to look at all the information. So Matt Gaetz isn't going anywhere, by the way, everybody, right? Which is good. Oh, he's going after fucking all the criminal, all the weaponization. He's fucking gonna go. I cannot wait till that happens. God, it's gonna be. Thank you, Jesus. I swear to gosh. All right. All right. Let's play this real quick, and then we're done. This is fucking epic right here. the greatest African American / black fighter on the planet, or greatest ever. I mean, John Bones Jones. I'm going to tell you guys, he is the fucking greatest fighter I've ever witnessed in my life. He is the GOAT. And he's not young. He's fucking like 38 now or something, 40. I don't know. He's close. He's pretty old. He's out there. And he's still fucking wrecking it. Him and Step fucking... He did a spinning back kick on Step's fucking chest and just... I think got him in the liver or really bad spleen. I'm not sure exactly, but it was pretty bad. But that's MMA. Toughest sport to fucking do. One of the toughest. I mean, water polo is pretty crazy. I'm telling you guys right now. Water polo is fucking tough. Right? Football is really tough too, but they're wearing hats. But so you have the greatest fighter, the greatest championship physical fighter, giving his championship belt to the greatest fighter. Pretty much. People just don't get it. The guy is real. Loved and adored and everything, and then he put his name in the hat to be president, and they fucking turned on him. They turned on him. No, you can't come in. You will have good intentions. You'll want to fix things. You'll want to stop our corruption. That's it. Now they really want him out because he's going to expose all the trafficking. Human, child, all this shit. They're scared. Why do you think they took a shot at him a bunch of times? They're not done yet. They're still lurking in the darkness. And they're fucking everywhere. Right? Because it's just amazing that there are Demoncratic supporters out there that just don't get this. Again, I was a Democrat. I tried and then gave money and walked and passed out flyers for this person, for Bernie, for that. And nothing was ever happening. There was no free college for fucking forever. There was no medical, pre-K, like people talking. They let Citizens United pop out in 2010. That's like one of the straws that broke me, that started to break me. Then I fell into the Obama. The guy was a smoozer, man. The guy was just a good talker. Yeah. And then, it's just, they haven't done anything. They had control of the House and the Senate in 2009, and what did they give you? They didn't fucking codify Roe versus Wade, did they? No, they didn't. They didn't raise the minimum wage. By the way, it hasn't been raised since 2009. No, they didn't. Did they stop any wars? No, they started more wars. The Democratic Party is not what you think it is. All my research, all my information, I've gathered, because I really had to fucking find out what the fuck is going on. And I'm telling you, they've been portraying this fraud for a long time. Trump's going to expose it. I don't believe there's going to be a Democratic Party left. So I'm telling people, look, if you've got a party, and I think there's one coming out, and Chad's got it, and Zach's got it, called the Emerald Party. But me, I'm an independent. I think everybody should just be able to vote. There shouldn't be any parties. The divisiveness and the polarization just doesn't help. I'm voting for this candidate because I like their character. I like their history. I like the way they voted in the past. I like the what they've done for us. I like what they've done to their community, or as a mayor or a senator or whatever. I'm voting for this person because he's a good plumber. He's got a good business. I like this person because he served in the whatever the case may be. But you should have that option instead of going, I'm voting blue no matter who. What the fuck? No, I'm voting for a woman. No, I'm voting for a woman. I don't care if she destroys the planet and causes inflation to go skyrocket and never did anything in the first place about it. I'm just gonna fucking vote for a woman. I'm voting for a woman. Sometimes you guys gotta hear yourselves. You just gotta hear yourselves, because and stop taking the fucking seed oil. Right? And then you can probably be like this guy, John Bones Jones, who's who's just a fucking badass, like a motherfucker. Anyway, aloha. Thank you for listening. I probably forgot something I was going to talk about, but I think the main message is RFK Jr. is going to be good. It's going to be good. Trump, his picks are imperfect, but let me tell you one thing I know Trump knows how to do. Fire people. If they're not doing what he needs them to do, guess what he's going to do? He's going to fire you. He's going to go, you're fired. You're fired. I can't even do it. Everybody can do his impersonation, but I can't. I just haven't studied it. Anyway, aloha, everybody. Take care. Mahalo.